This week on Lexington Now, the Victorian Square garage gets a facelift, improvements at Kentucky American Water, and it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. I'm Neil Noah, and welcome to Lexington Now for the week of November 30th, 2020. Lex Park continues to make improvements to its facilities downtown, and the latest project is a facelift and improvements at the Victorian Square garage. Gary Means walks us through the changes.
So we're at the Victorian Square garage on the corner of Short Street and Broadway. We've had several different projects that have occurred this year and actually during COVID. Even though there's a lot of downturn in the amount of business going on in downtown, we were able to take advantage of additional parking spaces and get some work done both in the garage and then on the outside. So I'll focus more on the outside of the garage, but in the garage we have done some additional concrete work, and we're standing on the rooftop. We have a brand new membrane that protects from water seeping into the concrete and causing other problems. But we're really excited about our facade and safety project that also included a mural. The safety part of our facade project is a wall, so to speak, a barrier on the rooftop of our parking garage. This is a delicate subject, but for folks who have had mental illness or would have any contemplation of ending their life, to prevent anything from occurring, and we have had in the past an attempt off of the Victorian Square garage. We have put this barrier up as a part of the architectural elements that we added to the exterior of the garage. We're very proud of the spending the money for safety, and what I'm going to talk about and what we've done. There really is a lot of human factor in what we've done here at the garage. So that is the safety piece of it. And then we have the architectural panels. We have additional lighting. We have this really incredible park sign, the P-A-R-K, with an arrow that's active. And then another sort of softening of a downtown urban environment is planter boxes with plantings on the outside of the garage that have a sprinkler system in it where they can be watered. And then we engaged a local artist to do a Black Lives Matter mural on the side of the garage that faces Short Street. So from quality of life with bright lighting to safety features to embracing all of the folks in our community, we feel like we've really done a pretty impactful project here at the Victorian Square garage. There's some similarities with what we did at the Helix. This one was not quite as grand of a scheme, less metal panel installation, but we did add plantings on this one, so we have that soft green sort of factor that we added here. The lighting is a similar product as the lighting that we use on the Helix. It is fully programmable. We made it just in time for Breeders' Cup recently, and we're able to turn the garage purple, and which is the Breeders' Cup colors and the new park sign. I like this park sign because it's kind of a call to action. It's out there on Broadway, and hopefully when things change and we have events again at the Opera House and at Rupp Arena, if you're coming in off the interstate or from north or south on Broadway, you'll see this big sign saying, hey, come park here. So while it does add a lot to the fabric of downtown, it really is advertisement for our parking facility.
You can learn more at lexpark.org. Kentucky American Water is doing more upgrading of its own, and as Susan Lacho explains, some of the improvements are decades in the making.
Kentucky American Water has 3 water treatment plants that service most of our service area. 2 of those treatment plants are here in Lexington, and one of them is located on the Kentucky River in southern Fayette County. It's our Kentucky River Station 1 water treatment plant. It was built in the 1950s, and it literally sits up on top of basically a cliff above the river, about 400 feet above the river. And we have the treatment plant at the top of that cliff, and then our intake structure and some pumps are located at the bottom. Those pumps have to pump the river water up the cliff through 2 large pipes into our treatment plant. And so on occasion, during the day, the folks that work at that treatment plant need to go down to the river level to conduct maintenance and check the intake and so forth. So we have what we call an incline car that goes over that cliff and can transport up to 6 people down that 400-foot drop. And it's literally on a track that kind of looks like a roller coaster track. And then there's a mobile unit on that track that can transport our employees up and down during the day whenever they need it. Well, that incline car and that track was built back in the 1950s with the plant. And we've had some maintenance and some upgrades over the years, but it's time for that more than 60-year-old piece of equipment to be completely replaced. And that's going to help with efficiency of that tool, as well as the safety of our employees and so forth. And so we're now in the finishing touches, the finishing stages of that project. It's a more than $3 million project. It's quite an extensive project, but it's going to be extremely helpful for our crews that work at the river. And we're really excited to show that piece of equipment to the community because most people have never seen that before. And so we do have a video that's posted on our YouTube page that our customers are welcome to check out. If you're around town throughout Fayette County or even in some other areas of our service area, you're likely to see some of our contractors as well as our employees working on some pipe projects through the fall and into the winter months, and then again in the spring. We're doing a number of water main upgrade projects, about $8 million worth this year and going into next year. And the purpose of that program is to replace some aging water pipes, some water pipes that have been more problematic for us in terms of breaks and that sort of thing. So you'll be seeing our crews around town, and if you see them, of course, just like with any construction project that's in or near the roadway, we just ask folks to slow down during those times when they're traveling through those work zones, maybe avoid them if possible, but definitely slow down just for their safety as well as the safety of our crews. But all of that work is being done so that we can make sure that we continue to provide quality, reliable service to our customers. So we really appreciate their support.
When we return, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
I wear a mask so I can safely fly out of Lexington Airport to go see my grandson.
Because I like grocery shopping and going out shopping with my daughters.
So I can feel safe when I go shopping or go to the grocery.
In memory of my husband, Bill McCann, who was a community leader, and he would have supported this cause.
Help me and wear yours too.
Help me and wear a mask too.
Welcome back to Lexington Now. Santa made a special trip down from the North Pole over the Thanksgiving weekend to help out with the city's annual Christmas tree lighting ceremony. Due to the pandemic, things looked a little different this year.
Happy holidays, Lexington, Kentucky. My name is Mandy, host of the Mandy and Jimmy Show on Hits 106.3. I would like to welcome you all to tonight's tree lighting ceremony presented by Baird. Please don't forget to visit the Unified Trust Company ice rink in Triangle Park. It is now open. Mark your calendars to join us downtown on Midland Avenue for Lexington's Christmas Parade, presented by Baird on Saturday, December 12th from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. We'll have a special reverse parade this year. You can find more information at downtownlex.com. I would like to recognize Baird Downtown Lexington Partnership, the City of Lexington, Humana, Kinetic by Windstream, LM Communications, and WKYT for partnering to produce this wonderful event. A special thanks goes out to Kentucky Utilities Company for presenting Illuminate Lexington. We would like to also give a sincere thank you to the family of Tom Lynch for donating our Christmas tree. It is an honor to have this beautiful tree in our downtown, and we are eager for the memories it will create over the coming weeks. Next, I would like to introduce Terry Sweeney, President and CEO of Downtown Lexington Partnership.
Thank you for tuning in this evening. We are pleased to continue the Christmas tree lighting tradition, albeit virtually. So on behalf of the Downtown Lexington Partnership, I'd like to thank Luminate Lexington presenting sponsor, Kentucky Utilities, Tree Lighting Festival presenting sponsor, Baird, media partners, LM Communications and WKYT, and the City of Lexington employees that decorate downtown. One last note, don't forget our downtown businesses. They need your support during these challenging times. For our part, the Downtown Lexington Partnership is again holding the Shop and Celebrate Customer Reward Program presented by Central Bank. Visit downtownlex.com for details. Now I'd like to introduce Lexington Mayor Linda Gordon.
We're lighting up downtown tonight. Lexington will shine bright with the spirit of the season. In just a few minutes, Santa will start our countdown to turn on the lights. But first, I want to thank the members of the Parks and Recreation Street Crews who have been working since late October to put lights on 110 street trees, plus our downtown Christmas trees. It's a big job. Our tree in Triangle Park has 100 ornaments and 800 lights. I also want to thank Kentucky Utilities, Baird, and our partner in producing this tree lighting ceremony, the Downtown Lexington Partnership. And now we'll go to the North Pole.
Thank you, Mayor Gordon. I'm here at home at the North Pole, staying safe and warm, but don't worry. Come Christmas Eve, my reindeer and I will be flying to Lexington. Boys and girls, 2020 has been a very difficult year for everyone. And I want you each to know how proud Santa is of you, all the things that you've done. You've gone to school online, wearing your mask, social distancing, and keeping your family healthy at home. What do you say we light the Christmas tree? We're going to count down from 10 and I want you to do it with me. Okay, are you ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my! Isn't that tree beautiful? Merry Christmas!
The annual leaf collection program is up and running. Rob Allen fills us in on the changes you may notice this year.
We service about 97,000 residential households. So we tried to break the map up into 25 households per unit. That way we can consistently, depending on the amount of trees in the neighborhood, service a zone within 3 to 5 days. Some zones are, are around 2,000, some of them are 2,700, but we're pretty close. Now, as far as how we collect from west to east, and that's because our prevailing weather is that way. Also, it just so happens our composition of tree canopy is a little bit different in the western part of Fayette County versus the southeastern, which is predominantly Bradford pear, which holds its leaves later into the season. It also puts us into the heart of downtown where you have a lot of mature oaks. Oaks tend to hold their leaves a little later than some species, so that's almost the right time. It's kind of a throw a dart and get started. We have a lot of folks that like to offer suggestions. We appreciate the feedback. The thing to remember is it can't be just for your house. It has to, benefit and work for the other 90,000 households. And we've had some great feedback and suggestions about alternating how we start areas and things like that, and we've incorporated them over the years. Due to social distancing, we're only going to be able to use half of the temporary staff, which is going to slow us down a little bit, but fortunately Parks and Rec has stepped up to the plate, and they're going to help us by replacing some of those temporary workers with some full-time maintenance folks on their end. So hopefully people won't even notice a difference, but for us, we're only able to put 2 people in a truck. We have to be socially distanced, wear masks and things like that. The employees won't be wearing masks if they're in a solitary occupation or far enough away. It just depends. You will go to www.lexingtonky.gov/leaves. You'll come to an interactive map, type in your address. If you receive city garbage collection, it will tell you the date your zone starts. So the night before your start date, for example, if it says December 1st, then November 30th, you would have your leaves between the sidewalk and the curb. If you don't have a sidewalk, put your leaves in a pile at the edge of your yard, at the edge of the road, and we'll get them. Do not put your leaves in the road. That's a safety hazard. And also puts them down the storm drain, which is a big part of what we're trying to prevent with the collection. It can't have garbage, large sticks or twigs, no dead critters, please. Nothing inorganic, and that's for the safety of the crews, and also because this material is taken to our yard waste facility and turned into mulch, so it is recycled and reused. We are not charged with picking up the leaf bags. Fortunately, the yard waste carts will be serviced still weekly, and Waste Management will pick up all the bags you put out. We're there to collect loose leaves. If we miss you or there's a miscommunication or our paths don't cross, you've still got the primary means, which is your yard waste cart plus the yard waste bag. So that's the good thing, all is not lost.
Most meetings at City Hall are running virtually, but we are bringing many of these meetings to you live. Check out our website for the most accurate and up-to-date coverage of city business. And for the latest on how the city is handling the pandemic, visit our official response site, including testing sites. Simply click on the banner at the top of our homepage. That's all for now, but as always, you can keep up with us on social media, check out the latest traffic updates on Twitter @LexRex, or catch our live traffic cams on lexingtonky.gov. For all of us at Lex TV, I'm Neil Noah, and that's it for now.